Yes, my Sky crew. I'm here to say the stuff you're scared to say. And you know what I want to talk about today? Among other things. Oh, I remember. What did I want to talk about? Do you know what? Because I'm, out and about doing little things, innit? So I got to keep distracted. I'm distracted. I want to talk about stress and trauma. A lot of us in it got stress and trauma and don't really know how to deal with it. Gym, healthy eating, change your circle. Trauma, you can't run from it. This is what it is. You gotta face whatever your issue is, understand it. Like you gotta understand yourself. I've said this before on other videos, innit? But you have to love yourself and you have to know yourself. Once you master yourself, you can master anything. You need to know what your triggers are and what those triggers change in you and where they're coming from. Once you understand these three things, you're able to know where it's coming from, so you could try to avoid going there. You can understand what it triggers and how those triggers make you behave, and you can try to erase those negative behaviors. And and just don't ignore it, innit? A lot of people like to, do drugs, jump into relationships, do this flipping, I wouldn't even say a relationship, situationships, go out there beating, drinking, do anything they can to stay away from themselves to avoid the problem or the situation. Or a lot of people, what they do the same thing over and over. So they're used to, when they get like this, they put themselves back into a negative position because that's all they know. That's what works for them. So what people need to do is find another route that where you feel that way, there's a more positive route you can take that frees you from the pain you're feeling, but also doesn't keep you trapped up in the spiral. It's just about knowing yourself and trying to do better. And the biggest thing, I think a lot of people need to find God. It doesn't necessarily mean go to church, but I think a lot of people need to read up more, be a bit more spiritual, and understand that don't be so selfish with the things you want on this earth, innit? Like, God is the main, the number one, and he's the provider, innit? So if you think of it as, I love him more than I love myself, so you can never be too selfish. God loves all of us more than we could ever imagine us. So we don't love he loves us more than we love ourselves, and we should love him more than we love ourselves. And if we do that, we'll take into account the things that he said and how we should live, and you will put that first before your own emotions, and things will just go well. Things will just be positive. You'll be vibrating right, and things should go right. That's how I kind of look at life and lead life. Things always go right for me because I make the choices, but I understand it's all in God's hands, innit?